I find it so wild that at this exact moment you're one very particular sequence of actions away from becoming a billionaire, a president, a rock star, or a serial killer, if that's your thing. In the same way, you're one very specific and long but achievable sequence of actions from inventing a crazy technology like electricity or internet. In fact, in the coming years, we'll learn about many more superstars and inventors as they finish their sequence of actions. Take Eminem in 1996. If you ask anyone if they know his name, no one knew him, unless they are from Detroit and they are into underground rap scene. But ask just 4 years later, anyone in the world, in Africa, Australia, anywhere, household name. You just gotta figure out your sequence. Like 140 years ago, cars didn't exist in our streets. Father of my grandfather lived in the world where there were no cars anywhere. And then someone just figured out the right sequence of actions, and now we have them anywhere. And I'm curious if it could have been possible a couple of centuries or millennia earlier. Like, take hot air balloon. It was invented when? Like 250 years ago by some hipsters in France. But it's basically cloth over fire. Cavemen had these materials, basically. So we could have had Neanderthals flying in hot air balloons 50,000 years ago. But it took us so long to just figure out to invent hot air balloon. Timelines is such a crazy concept. Like, if you think of Picasso, great, famous artist, but you think of him as of someone from the distant past that has nothing to do with your current timeline. And yeah, the guy was born when there were no cars on the streets, but then he saw humans building space rockets, putting them into space, actually landing and walking on the moon. And during his same timeline, Eminem was born, and only 1 year later, Picasso died. But the idea of right sequence of actions is what fascinates me. It's like a backflip. I can do a backflip, and you statistically probably can't. If you can, don't ruin my point. I don't have any premium legs, and I am not much different than anyone else, despite how much I would like to think that I am. I just know the right sequence of actions, and it's really just four actions, and I have a belief that I can do it. You jump as high as you can, you pull your knees towards your shoulders to initiate the rotation, you tuck to accelerate, and when you see the ground, you just release, and that's it. That's a backflip. I have seen little kids do it. I have seen pensioners do it. I have seen obese people. I have seen the video of a guy without one leg doing a backflip. Anyone average can do it. It's just a matter of actions. It's not like bench pressing half a ton where you need to train for it your whole life and maybe ideally have a good genetics. I'm curious if there is any more complex sequence of actions that no human has done before, like maybe scratch your nose 80 times and rotate 3 times, sneeze 8 times, and it unlocks some wild technology like levitation. It sounds like fantasy, but the whole existence of this life and wherever this world is, it's a bloody miracle. And every great invention sounded like fantasy before it became real. Imagine coming to the same caveman and showing him this slab of glass and sand that is your phone, ordering Uber Eats, and the guy on a scooter comes to him just because you moved some fingers on this glass. He'll be blown away just by this. But then he tastes this pizza or burger, and before this he ate only berries and grilled snakes. He will be blown away by the industrial revolution technology of sugars and preservatives and oils. And then you tell him there is this large metal bird in the sky that he can enter, and it will take him way, way up to the sky, and he can fly to wherever location they wish. It's crazy technology. So I think everything in life is about the correct sequence of actions. You just gotta action. First of all, to learn what sequences don't work, and hopefully with enough amount of mistakes you will be able to figure out patterns of what works and what not, and get where you need to be.